All right, guys. All right. Oh wait, you're doing the intro.
Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. What's up, everyone? This is game 3 of Lord versus WG. This is on CTF Conflict Pro. Oh my God! And we see an overweight. He's coming out and doing the rollout, and, and the run is coming in.
Holy shit! I should have done that.
Yo, get cut off by my esports.
You cut yourself off.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is yeah, it's 1-1 between Lord and WG. Both teams managing to get a round in. So now we're going to see who's actually going to win this, because it's pretty hard to, like, stalemate or anything on conflict. And usually if you kind of get to the middle of the match and see who's winning more, you can tell, like, who's going to win the whole thing. So I guess I'm going to just call it for the next winner of this.
Yeah. You can kind of tell right now Red is rolling way more aggressive because Blue's they have an engineer, yet they weren't able to stop the first cap. So that just shows the current pacing of the match.
But they do have a engineer defending, so they sacrifice some of that aggressiveness, I think. If you have an engineer camping the intel.
Nice. Arceus actually doubles back to avoid the overweight fire. Oh man.
Two intels just sitting there, man. I like how he's Ubered, but he's still jumping for the intel.
Whoa, what's this? Okay. Give it to
Doing some Orpheon. Weird passing, I guess. Oh, so he's going to sacrifice himself to give some cover to the medic to get out and pass it off to the runner.
It's gonna be 2-1 red team.
Blackie Chan, predictably playing engineer. That's a good beginner class on conflict, especially if it's your first war. You can just roll engineer and play defense, But he's camping it right on the intel, so that's not that
NC is going quote. Could be a little bit over aggressive here, or overconfident.
Yeah, I would call it overconfidence. Playing quote, and you're the person who's complaining about lag the most on your team.
Yeah, and then
this is all right to do so. And they're playing such a weird setup, quote and pyro.
So all close range here.
It's funny though because they have an engineer on their team. So technically, yeah, see, he just ran into the autogun. Their, like, stupid teen setup is going to just backfire for them.
Yeah, the entire red team is, like, respawning right now.
Everything's kind of scattered. Blue's probably going to make it out if he's smart. He kind of messed up the jump there, so...
It doesn't really matter because I think... Okay, they switched back to actual classes. They should be able to hold them off.
Okay. So now, look, see... Blackie Chan making a mistake here, just sitting around with the thing right on the intel. But because of Arceus running in to save the day, what's it called? He managed to survive that encounter. But if the runner hadn't been there, he probably would have been a sitting duck because of the autogun placement and just how he's kind of just standing right there. But wow, managed to take out YG
without taking too much damage. Someone had to rejoin blue team. We saw in a bunch of conflict matches that we've commentated the importance of engineers, and for example the West Coast versus Korea, you actually went out of the shell of just camping. Yeah,
kind of just because everything was being played on our turf, so I just felt like you can't let them have control of the whole map. You kind of got to break up the action.
All right, they're telling the red runner to actually go get the intel. But
Red Rocketman is also coming in from behind. And the position, wow. And he didn't even try to kill the autogun. I guess it's just lagging.
He has enough HP to grab it and get out.
But now he's going to be kind of trapped down in this lower area. Oh, nice. And they take the bottom route as overweight.
All right, good switch here because it's really key to have an overweight down in this passage because he just fills it with bullets. It's really hard to get in as any other class.
So I don't think they realized that.
Oh
he
man!
got the intel. I don't think they realized. But now the blue runner can just go pick it up anyway.
Yeah, and they're defending it really well down here.
Got to give Blackie Chan some props for this. It's kind of obvious spots, kind of like an obvious thing to do, but he's holding up well.
We saw a major mistake down here, like Orpheon and I forget who. They tried to rush the intel, even though it was like super heavily defended. I think at that point you should just take the top road and just wait for it to reset.
I think another kind of misstep here, they send 3 people to deal with 1 runner running at the intel. So they can't make any real decisive push and get the intel back from where it was dropped.
And they don't realize that he's still down there. So when they do retreat back into spawn, like Arceus just comes back out and grabs it. So smart work there from Arceus as runner. Some tricky maneuvers there.
I don't understand why NC's back to, quote, Blackie Chan just kills him.
Yeah, I'm watching the action in the middle right now. Dan versus May. I think Wigglytuff left, actually. So it's May.
Yeah,
now.
he did. What's it called? Blackie Chan actually doing some work. He has 2nd highest points.
Nice.
Now NC's going to try to move his auto gun into that area.
Way
even though
too close. Like,
set up.
You have to work in steps as an offensive engineer. Like, probably plop down a sentry by the middle or like near their spawn, and then like work your way up as your team is advancing.
They're doing a lot of class switching, trying to see what works. They're making so many mistakes, so they have to, like, constantly be class switching, seeing who's doing what, which I kind of have a problem with. You should already be knowing what people are playing in the beginning of the match.
Like, now Dan is NG and NC is back to Rockets.
It's like, it's not even that situational. They're just trying a bunch of different things. Like, they don't know how it's going to, work out, really.
Arceus switches to Spy here. I'm not sure why. He was doing really well with Runner in terms of just pressuring the intelligence.
I think it's just like, maybe it's just a little bit, it's kind of stupid, but maybe it's just to kind of like break things up, maybe catch them off guards. We're really seeing that, like, WG with, like, at least 1 strong player on their team, they can gel a little bit more. Yeah. Wigglytuff wasn't doing much for his team.
Just hilarious because he's the clan
Yeah, the leader. But okay, I guess I can't
now.
Really talk there because I'm probably the worst member of my team.
Damn.
But still, it's just a general rule. Okay, let's see what... A little ineffective. May just doesn't give a fuck. Just stands in one place and shoots. Still kills him.
And Blackie Chan was able to help out at the very end. We saw when he was camping the intel as the rest of the team were coming in.
You see Arceus right now. He's just kind of like playing mind games with them right now.
He's trolling them right now?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I see him in the back here. He misses grabbing the intel once.
He messes up the jump.
He misses it again.
It's really funny. They're not even paying attention to him right now.
Goes for the 3rd time, misses it again. Holy shit.
That would have been really funny. Alright, so that, as funny as that was, it didn't really do anything because the intel's going to get reset. And blue intel is out right now.
They have to be wary of
messing up right now. A little bit there. He manages to reset, but it's not going to do much because the positioning was bad.
Yeah, like I said, back cap galore. Arceus takes out the runner defending. NC should not drop down. Yeah, he's too far. He has to seal it off on the other side.
A bit of an unnecessary Uber, I think.
Why do they need to do that? They should have saved it for this last cap here, because this is the game-winning cap. You got to be aware where Arceus is, just knowing if he's backcapping or if he's running back around to flank.
Blackie Chan kind of messed up there. He gave up the cap, but now May has the intel down there. And I think even against a full team, a heavy with a medic carrying the intel can cover a lot of ground just by sheer like the amount of health he has and the stopping power he has.
Alright, gives it back to Arceus. Nice. He actually managed to jump and avoid a rocket there. Takes him out in the middle. They should be able to get this.
Oh, wow. They might
win if they... Oh, actually, I think Red will take this because they do finally get the sentry up in a proper position.
So I think the main thing that went wrong just in that situation was just that last part in the middle where they kind of got flanked and blown up. It was kind of a clusterfuck right in the middle.
They should have looked at the intel indicator because they have to know that Arceus has the intel, and then I believe Jampai, he pops an Uber like unnecessarily, like up in the mid with no one to kill. He should have just dropped down, helped out his runner, grabbed the game-winning cap.
So my overall thoughts on the match, I really thought it was going to go in Blue's favor.
Yeah, like Blue was outplaying them pretty badly. For
so this kind of just came down to like, you know, like the smallest missteps, which just goes to show you, like, you can make you can't really afford a lot of mistakes, especially in a competitive match. Like, little mistakes, they add up. And that goes for any, like, real competitive game. This game isn't, like, it doesn't, like, really hold water against, like, true esports games, like wareya casts. But, little mistakes do count, and there is some strategy that goes into this game, I think.
Yeah, definitely.